Hello, hey, sweet people. It is Foster. I just wanted to give you a quick update before the episode today. This year, in 2020, we are doing 12 different language challenges. So each month we will have a different challenge. For example, we have a challenge about improving your vocabulary, a challenge about making good first impressions in English, and a 30-day challenge about having better, more natural, more authentic conversations with native speakers. I personally am super excited about it, and I would love for you to participate. So if you like this show, if you like what we do, and you are serious about improving your English in 2020, then I really think you should participate in some of these challenges. So if you would like to learn more, just check out inglesnuecrupodcast. Let's get on with the show. Can you say that for me?
Fahrenheit.
Perfect. Awesome.
Fahrenheit.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? As always, this episode of Inglês no Rádio is brought to you by Cambly. So we just received a message from one of our Sound School students talking about Cambly Kids. He said it was absolutely amazing that his 10-year-old daughter is learning English all by herself, which is awesome. This advertisement is for Cambly adults, but you can do either one. They are both awesome. You can talk to native English professors. These are highly trained, qualified native English professors whenever, wherever you want. It is literally like something from the future. You should do it. We've talked about it. You know what Cambly is. Go to Cambly.com and use the promotional code Inglesnuecrupodcast. Is that right, Alexia?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you can go to Cambly.com, use the promo code Inglesnuecrupodcast, or download the Cambly app on your phone and use the promo code Inglesnuecrupodcast to get your first class for free. Okay, let's get on with the show.
Hi, Foster.
Hey, Emma.
What?
How did I do with the Cambly ad?
You were great.
I get very nervous with the Cambly ads.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not good at marketing, I think. Not sure. But anyway, Emma, it seems like you're a little cold right now.
Yeah, no, not really. I'm not cold here at all. But usually, Porto is colder than Rio.
Yes, that is undeniably true. So nowadays it's kind of hot in Porto right now. Alexia is kind of cold in the building that we're in right now because she's very sensitive to temperature.
I am.
But in Brazil, it's freezing.
Yes.
So I am hearing, at least.
Yeah, I've been getting messages on Instagram from our followers / listeners. And they are all like, today in Santa Catarina is really cold. São Paulo is 1 degree Celsius and Petrópolis is -1 Celsius. And it's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, so that is crazy, first of all. And second of all, I thought, well, hot damn, Alexia, that sounds like a podcast episode.
I said that.
I said hot damn. So talking about temperature.
This is my idea.
Do you know what hot damn means?
Uh-huh.
What?
Caramba.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit more vulgar or a little bit stronger than caramba. Use with caution. Proceed with caution. But we thought it would be a good topic to talk about the cold.
Yes, so let's talk about the cold, which I like the cold a lot.
Yes, Alexia likes the cold more than me.
Yes, but I've never lived in a place.
I've never lived
in a place
lived
with cold weather, like
all year round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I really haven't either, but there is a big difference between cold and really cold.
Uh-huh.
Like live in New York during the winter. That's not fun.
Well, it's the same as Porto. We are in the same line.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So one thing I think a good place to start, Alexia, is the difference between cool and cold.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the word cool, which can be cool, legal, awesome. But also it can be, it's really cool outside, or it's cooling down outside. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So what do you understand if I say, yeah, it's a little bit cool outside?
Tá friozinho.
Yeah. Cool normally is saying that it depends on the context a little bit. Like if it's summer and you say, actually, it's a little bit cooler outside.
Fresquinho.
That doesn't mean friozinho, but it just means less hot.
Yeah, it would be fresco, fresquinho.
Yeah. And so most of the time, cool is a relative term. But if I just say, it's a little cool outside, that probably means you might need to take a jacket. It's not super hot.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I can never say cool weather, right?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah?
Yeah, you could say, nah, that does sound like tempo legal. Yeah, they have really cool weather in Porto. Yeah, you could say, nowadays it's been cool, maybe, perhaps. But yeah, not super common.
Okay.
Okay. And then cold, I think you and most of our listeners will understand. Cold is just cold.
Uh-huh.
Right? Can also be a relative term, but in general, cold is cooler than cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you following me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's take it a step farther. If it's super, super cold, what could you say, Alexia?
Hot damn freezing.
Hot damn freezing. No, that doesn't make any sense.
No, just freezing.
Yeah.
It's freezing outside. It's freezing right now.
Yeah.
I am freezing.
Yeah. So freezing, again, this could be a subjective or an objective adjective. So if you say it's freezing, that could literally mean that it is cold enough to produce ice outside. So below 32 degrees Fahrenheit or below 0 Celsius, right?
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time when people say it's freezing, they are just saying that to say it's really, really cold, right?
Yeah, which I say a lot.
Alexia says it's freezing when it's like 24 degrees Celsius.
No.
But there's a
nowadays
slight
I'm better.
breeze.
No, nowadays I'm better. I would say I'm freezing with 10 degrees Celsius nowadays.
Yeah, okay. Just one thing, Alexia, you pronounced it correctly right now, but a lot of my students I've heard say Celsius, but it's Celsius. With the schwa sound at the end. Cool.
And how do I say the other option? Fahrenheit, right?
Fahrenheit. So a mistake that I'm seeing with so many of our students just recently, I'm noticing this more for some reason. When you say Fahrenheit, the first part, Fahren, you have the final N sound. So to produce this sound, the tip of your tongue is touching the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, and that's how you're closing that sound, okay? So when you say in, like I am in the kitchen, it's the same thing, Fahren. Can you say that for me? Fahrenheit. Perfect. Awesome.
Fahrenheit.
Okay. Just a couple of other vocabulary words having to do with the cold, Alexia. Do you know what it means when I say it's sleeting outside?
It's what?
Sleeting.
I was waiting for the really next one from our list. And I was ready. Yes, I know, but no, I don't.
You don't know what sleet is?
No.
Sleet is simply freezing rain. In general, I would say sleet is when there's a little bit of ice mixed with the rain.
But it's not snowing? I don't get it.
Brazilians.
Oh.
Okay, so sometimes it rains and it gets very cold, and some of that rain turns into ice and not snow.
Granizo.
Yeah, granizo
That's sleet?
would be hail. Okay?
Okay, you Americans or anyone else who lives in a cold place who has sleet, it's only hail. What's the difference between hail and sleet?
Hail is referring to the ice that is actually falling. In general, when it's hailing or there's a hailstorm, that means just ice is falling from the sky. Sleet is generally referring to a mixture that it's mostly raining, but perhaps there's a little bit of freezing rain also involved.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
No, I'm not convinced. One day I'll have to experience that and then I'll come to you guys and say, yes, it exists.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about this advanced vocabulary for why do we have a different word for hail and for sleet? When you experience that stuff in real life, you need a word to differentiate it.
Yeah. So let's see. Can't wait for the cold weather.
Cool. Alexa, any other vocabulary with the cold weather?
Yeah, so snowing, right?
Oh, it's snowing. Yeah, of course.
Everyone knows, I think. And frente fria, which is cold front.
Yes, a cold front.
Front.
Yes. So again, this is the schwa sound, fr, and then you have that final N sound. So the tip of your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth. Front.
Front.
Yes, so many of our students say front, the same way that you said it right now. The correct pronunciation is front.
Front. And snowstorming.
Sorry?
Snowstorming.
Yeah, we would not say snowstorming.
Snowstorm.
Yeah, we could say there's a snowstorm. But if you're saying a snowstorm, we would probably use the word blizzard.
Yeah.
Do you know that word?
Yeah, I do. And there is another question that I would like to make. To ask you.
We were almost done with the show, Alexia, and you come in bringing that shit into my house. What is that, meu Deus? We do not make or do questions. In English, we ask questions, Alexia.
I would like to ask you a question.
Okay.
If that's okay. When you wake up, when it's cold, and you wake up and there is that on the plants, that thingy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of that?
Do.
What?
Do.
Do.
Just like do. Do you want to make a question? Do. But we spell it D-E-W. Like Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how do I say that? Oh, there is a lot of dew. There is dew.
Yeah.
It's doing.
It's not doing. No. Normally I would just say like there's dew on the plant or something like that. But we also have the word mist, which can be a more versatile word. So dew is just referring to the condensation that occurs on plants when it's kind of cold. Mist outside is just referring to like, it's misty, like there's a little bit of water everywhere.
Okay.
So a small difference.
Okay, I'm done with my questions.
Okay. Just to end on a positive note, Alexia has been studying English for almost 30 years now, and she made one of the most beginner's mistake, something that you would learn in your first week of English class. So she's still making those mistakes and still willing and available to come on the podcast and speak to hundreds of thousands of Brazilians making those kinds of mistakes.
So follow my example and go outside, speak as loud as you can, because it's only speaking that you learn.
Only through speaking that you learn. Okay, cool. Alexia, thanks a lot. I will see you tomorrow.
Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do nosso Inglês no Cru Rádio. Quando eu falo nosso, eu realmente quero dizer eu, Foster e vocês, né? A gente faz isso tudo pensando em vocês. E, além disso, nós temos produtos feitos para vocês lá no nosso site inglesnuecrupodcast. E lá você vai poder ver os challenges, né? Nós temos um challenge novo a cada mês. Quando que Sound School vai abrir de novo? O que nós estamos planejando para esse mês? Tudo isso você pode acessar lá no inglesnuecrupodcast.com. Vale muito a pena. Nós temos muito orgulho do novo site. Tudo tá funcionando direitinho, então vá lá, deixa seu e-mail para você saber as nossas novidades, o que a gente está criando desse lado. Então é isso, dei meu recadinho de final de episódio. Espero te ver no próximo. Então é isso, hein? Bye!